Minister KP Sharma Oli's remarks on the birthplace of God Ram has continued to invite heated criticism. The government yesterday had to defend the Prime Minister by stating that the remarks were not aimed at hurting the sentiments of anyone. Meanwhile, there is a growing call on the Prime Minister to refrain from commenting on issues related to religious sentiments. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. Government issues clarification on Prime Minister Oli's controversial remarks on the birthplace of God Ram. Ruling party vice chairman demands an apology from the premier. Conflict seen in the statements given by officials engaged in Health Ministry procurement scandal. Parliamentary committee sees heated argument over faulty process. US government drops plans to deport international students whose courses have moved fully online because of the coronavirus pandemic. And Chelsea keep their hopes of a Champions League berth alive with a narrow 1-0 victory over relegated Norwich. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has issued a press statement clarifying on the controversial remark by Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli regarding the birthplace of God Ram. The ministry has stated that the Premier's remarks did not concern any political issue and was not intended to hurt anybody's sentiments. Speaking at a special program held to celebrate the birth anniversary of renowned Nepali poet Bhanu Bhaktacharya, Prime Minister Oli had stated that a real Ayodhya, the birthplace of Ram, was in Nepal and that India had intervened culturally by constructing a fake city of Ayodhya. The Foreign Ministry has clarified that the Premier's statement did not intend to downplay the significance of Ayodhya. The ministry has clarified that Prime Minister Oli was highlighting the importance of further research on the vast cultural geography connected to the Hindu deity, the epic Ramayana and myths linked with them. The ministry has also recalled the inauguration of Ramayana Circuit and Janakpur Ayodhya jointly carried out by Prime Minister Oli and his Indian counterpart Narendra Modi 2 years ago. The ministry has highlighted the participation from Indian devotees in events of Viva Panchami every year, showcasing the cultural bond between two nations. Meanwhile, Vice Chairman of the ruling Nepal Communist Party, Bamdev Gautam, has urged Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli to retract his disputed statement on Ayodhya. Leader Gautam posted on his Facebook account yesterday urging the Prime Minister for some introspection. Gautam also said such controversial and baseless remarks had the potential to flare up disputes at the international level. Gautam also advised the government to form a team of technicians and historians to research and collect data on the issue. The Health Ministry has urged the public to avoid travelling in public vehicles except during emergencies. The ministry's appeal comes at a time when the government has decided to allow the public vehicle to operate within a district as an attempt to rejuvenate the country's falling economy. Likewise, the ministry has urged anyone showing symptoms of the virus to avoid travelling. Meanwhile, the number of coronavirus cases in Nepal has climbed to 17,061 as the Health Ministry confirmed 116 new cases yesterday. Dhanusha district recorded the highest 21 new cases of COVID-19, followed by 19 in Mahottari, 14 in Acham, 6 in Dailek and 5 each in Dang and Kailali yesterday. Meanwhile, 34 individuals were discharged after full recovery from different isolation centers and hospitals yesterday, taking the total number of recoveries to 10,328. The Public Accounts Committee under the Parliament sought clarifications from officials from the Health Ministry over irregularities seen during the procurement of health materials to combat the spread of COVID-19. However, the meeting held earlier yesterday turned quite hostile as officials exchanged heated arguments over the scandal. The then Health Secretary Yadav Koirala, the then Director General of Health Department Mahindra Shrestha and advisor to the Health Ministry Kim Karki all claimed that the procurement was transparent. However, the parliamentary committee objected to their claims, citing that the data provided by all three participants had differed from one another. The parliamentary committee had made it clear following preliminary investigations that there had been irregularities in procurement of medical equipment from Omni Group. Members of the committee questioned the department over its decision to appoint Karki as the coordinator for the correspondence team against existing laws and also questioned the reason behind selecting Omni Group as the supplier when it did not have previous experience in medical sector. The committee members also expressed reservations against the department's decision to purchase medical equipment at 3 times the market price. Meanwhile, during the meeting, the then Health Secretary Koirala and the then Director General Shrestha admitted of faulty procurement process. The Public Accounts Committee has been investigating the payment worth 1.25 billion rupees given to Omni Group back in March. The department had scrapped its deal with the group after questions were raised regarding its transparency. And we'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. Welcome back. The special court has given clean chit to former Governor Tilak Rawal in the alleged polymer note corruption scandal. The joint bench of Special Court Chairman Shiva Raj Adhikari and a member duo Balendra Rupakheti and Shanti Singh Thapa cleared Rawal of all charges yesterday. On December 2019, corruption watchdog CIAA had filed a case against the former governor for corruption during printing of 50 million notes of 10 rupees denomination. The authority had demanded a fine worth over 9.1 million rupees and a penalty of equal amount. Rawal had served as the governor between January to August of the year 2000 and then again between April 2001 to January 2005. The central bank had procured polymer notes from an Australian company during his tenure. Along with Rawal, the special court also gave clean chit to the then department head Upendra Keshari Paudel and Nepal agent Himalay Bahadur Pandey for the Australian company. The CIAA had demanded over 9.1 million rupees and fine and equal amount of penalty from both Paudel and Pandey. It has been understood that land mafias have colluded with political leaders and public officials to transfer public land in Kohalpur of Baki worth at least 800 million rupees to private individuals. A landless squatters committee formed some 8 years back in Baki under the leadership of Santosh Basnet had illegally distributed land certificates to the individuals. Now political leaders and public officials in collusion with land mafias are attempting to legitimize the certificates and transfer public land to private individuals. We have more in this report.
This 4 bighas of land near Mahindra Highway belongs to Kohalpur municipality. However, on 7th of July, the Land Management and Revenue Department Kohalpur issued a letter to 41 individuals demanding to clear taxes for the land based on the details of fake land certificates provided to them some 8 years back. Analysts have said officials at the department are attempting to provide legitimacy to the fake certificates by demanding for taxes from those private individuals. The department demanded tax clearance from the individuals on 7th of July. 5 days later, the department itself issued another letter to revoke its earlier order. The case gets even more interesting as none of the owners are from squatters. The land case, shrouded in mystery, is now being investigated by the District Administration Office, Baki. Sources say the land certificates were distributed without proper legal procedures and that leaders from political parties, land mafias and public officials have colluded in the process. An anonymous source has even claimed that the scandal involves federal and provincial leaders from the ruling and the opposition parties itself.
In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the farmers in Kaveri district what should be done to provide the agricultural subsidy to the real farmers. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
किसानकै घर दैलोमा गएर किसानहरूलाई चाहिँ एकदम अलिकति एक्टिभ गराएर गर्यो भने मात्र यो वास्तविक किसानले पाउँछ, नत्र चाहिँ यो ठुला अनुदान चाहिँ कागजी किसानले मात्रै पाएको देखिया छ।
टेक्दै खेतीमै नटेक्ने चाहिँ अनुदान मजाले लिएर खाएका छन्। 24 घण्टा गरिरहने त्यहाँ गएर मेहनत परिश्रम गरिरहनेले चाहिँ केही पाएन।
किसान र वडा अध्यक्ष बीच प्रत्यक्ष कुराकानी अब वडाका जुन प्रमुख चुनिएका प्रतिनिधिहरूसँग कुरा गरेर सम्पर्कमा प्रत्यक्ष गर्यो भने मात्र पुग्छ जस्तो लाग्छ, नत्र यो उबाट उ गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो खासै उपलब्धिमूलक हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्दैन।
वास्तविक किसान पहिचान गरेर वडा स्तरबाट नै यी कामहरू गर्न सकेको खण्डमा चाहिँ देशले चाहिँ केही मुहार फेर्छ कि कृषि क्षेत्रमा भन्ने मलाई लाग्छ।
अनुदान दिँदाखेरि पनि वास्तविक मेहनती किसान कुन हो भनेर पहिचान गरेर दिनु उचित हुन्छ।
कस्तो किसान छ, कति के पालेको छ, गाई पाल्नेले कति पालेको छ हैन, एउटा दुईटा पाँचवटा अब 10वटा फर्मै खोलेर पालेको कि के गरेको, त्यो चाहिँ हाम्रो वडाबाट अनुगमन हुनु पर्यो।
खेती किसानी जल्दी गरेको छ उही हेरेर छानेर दिनु पर्यो।
वडा अध्यक्ष वडा सदस्यहरूले हामीलाई जानकारी बेला आएर यो काम हुँदैछ है भनेर हामीलाई दिनु पर्यो।
कसरी के गर्ने भन्ने कुरै थाहा हुँदैन, यो कागजी प्रक्रियाहरू उहाँहरूले पुर्याउन जानुहुन्न। त्यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ जनप्रतिनिधिहरूले चाहिँ प्रत्यक्ष गएर किसानको वर्गीकरण गरेर उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ कसरी त्यो किसिमको एउटा शिक्षा पनि दिनु पर्यो। कागजी प्रक्रिया बनाउने पनि कसरी जाने, कसरी दर्ता गर्ने एउटा शिक्षा, त्यो शिक्षा पनि दिँदाखेरि चाहिँ अझ उपयुक्त।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question: why are banks reluctant in providing soft loans? The options are option A, concerned about profits, option B, lack of awareness, and option C, lack of monitoring from central bank. The voting is on. Type any WS, select your options A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And time now for the sports update. Chelsea manager Frank Lampard said he wanted more from his team as they pursued to secure a Champions League spot was given a boost by a narrow victory over relegated Norwich late last night. Striker Olivier Giroud guided a header past Tim Krul on the stroke of half-time after Christian Pulisic created space for the cross on the right for a narrow 1-0 victory. The victory strengthens Chelsea's hold on third place in the Premier League, where they sit 4 points above Leicester and Manchester United, who both play on Thursday. Norwich, who were relegated following a 4-0 thrashing by West Ham on Saturday, failed to record a shot on target during the entire match. With the win, Chelsea have collected 63 points from 36 matches. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.